This broadcast is brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC, and fueled by the following.
Southeastern Baptist College, empowering students to reach their spiritual, academic, and athletic potential. Discover the difference at your hometown college. Southeastern Baptist College, equipping the saints.
In the mood for barbecued food? Look no further than Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. The best barbecue you can buy. Smoked pulled pork, rack ribs, chicken, and brisket. Served daily, hot and fresh from the smoker. Other sizzling selections such as gumbos, seafood, soups, and sides. Dine out, take out, and local business delivery. Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. 7 Magnolia Road, Laurel, Mississippi, or give them a call at 601-342-5227. Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. Too good to be legal. Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517. 601-649-0517.
This is Peyton Purdue, linebacker for the Northeast Jones Tigers. Thank you for logging on to this broadcast brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC.
And hello, NEJ Tiger fans. Thank you for logging on to this Week 8 episode of NEJ Tiger Talk, brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC, sponsored by Walker's Dairy Bar, and powered by Southeastern Baptist College, Bootleg Barbecue and Grill, Alpha Insurance Agent Ben Cole, and Keys Automotive Services. I'm the voice of the Northeast Jones Tigers, Kensley Keys, broadcasting live from Walker's Dairy Bar. And joining me is NEJ Tiger Head Coach Keith Braddock. And alongside him is the Scenic Productions LLC Week 7 Player of the Game, Senior Offensive Lineman Sam White. Well, how's it going, Coach?
Doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right. Well, as usual, Coach, let's go ahead and get things started. Well, the Tigers dropped a 50-0 decision to the undefeated Newton County Cougars. Looking back, offensively and defensively, what are your thoughts?
Well, honestly, I don't. They were really good, and we knew they were good. I don't think the score was what it indicated. You know, it was 28-0 or 30-0, but they were able to get a couple more scores, and that happens when you have a team that's struggling playing against a team that's really good. I thought early on we moved the ball, and we just couldn't convert on a couple of third downs when the game was close through the first quarter, and then we played early on. We played well on defense. They took advantage of some things that we had a couple of plays. Had a freshman corner who's going to be really good. He did a great job. He broke on the ball. They just had a bigger, stronger kid that took it and scored. And then they got they got one on the special teams. We decided to let our 8th grader kick. He needed to kick some, and when we kicked one off and having to kick it, to a pretty good player down there. We didn't do a good job of getting downfield and tackling. So that's kind of where we were at. But give them credit. They got a good team.
Okay, so the Tigers closed out the season with a 1-6 overall record, with a 1-4 division record. What are your thoughts about the season as a whole?
Well, it's been a crazy year. Number one, with the corona and all that stuff. Obviously, not making excuses. I'm just answering your question. It's been a wild and crazy ride. So,
yes, sir.
Just the chance to get to play was that was a success. Now, record-wise, we were obviously disappointed. We knew we were going to be young and have a few growing pains, but really thought we would have it rolling on pretty good by the time we got to division. But like I said, record-wise, we were obviously disappointed. But as far as the kids go, they've done everything we've asked them to do. Everything that we ask them mentally, physically to do, they've tried to do, and I'm definitely proud of that. No, you're never happy with that type record.
Yeah, you're right about that, Coach. But I have to be honest with you, Coach. It's not the type of season you want, but considering, as you mentioned, there almost wasn't a season.
Yeah.
So considering that, I would in a heartbeat take that record rather than not having a season at all.
Absolutely.
Because for the kids, they even deserve it.
Yes. Yes.
You told me at the beginning of the season, we don't really know if there's going to be a season, but we're out here practicing, just in case. So for the kids to have to go through all that and sacrifice their bodies and things like that, and not even sure if there's going to be a season, I wouldn't feel bad at all having the rough type of season, because it's honestly every school in the district. I don't care what their record is. It's been a rough season for every team out here.
Yes.
So
that's correct. I agree with you.
So, what is your focus for next season?
Well, we met yesterday as a staff, and we met some this morning. About things we gotta improve on. We gotta get fixed. Obviously, defensively this year we played really well all year. Offensively, I told Coach Milner he does a great job. He's one of the best coaches I've been around. I like the way we structure things. I like the way we practice. We got to focus in that area and get the ball in the end zone. And there's a lot of things that we're going to try to accomplish this offseason. Like I said, we met yesterday, and that's what we talked about. What are the top two or three things that we need to get accomplished, and that we can accomplish in the offseason. And that's confidence and being competitive. No, it's not okay to lose. We're not going to just accept it. It's not okay to lose. And with that confidence, with that confidence you have from winning games, which you have to win games to gain that confidence, then I think we'll become more productive and trusting in what we do. But off season is going to be crucial this off season, with things we're trying to install. And like I said, we've got some things pegged that we need to try to obtain, some goals to make us more successful. And I fully expect it to happen for sure.
Okay. So what are some of the positions you feel good about heading into the off season?
Well, honestly, man, everybody that played is coming back. They're all, we lose a few seniors, and I hate to lose them, and they're great guys.
Right.
But, we make no bones about it. The guy sitting beside me was our best offensive lineman. He didn't play all year. He couldn't play because of injury. And we're going to miss all, the seniors. But there wasn't many of them. So, all three linebackers are back. 2 or 3 of the D linemen that played, the 4 spots are back. 2 secondary guys, and offensively, all of them are back. But an offensive tackle, which is in this offense is a position you should be able to replace.
Right.
It's not like you put a new quarterback in and things like that. So that part's we feel good about. All of them being back.
Okay. Well, do you feel there is a certain position that will require a little more attention than the others, or that may pose as a concern?
No, not really. They're all important. Like I said, when you didn't get the results we wanted offensively, we obviously every position over there is important, and that's something that we, like I said, that we talked about with competing and confidence, that being a big time goal this off season. And sometimes in order to gain confidence, like I said, you have to win games, and we've got to find a way to do that. But we're going to try to compete and gain confidence in the weight room and everything we do. Everything we do, we're going to try to make it a competition. It's about winning. It is definitely about winning. whether we're the first group to line up for stretch or what have you. So that's going to be the concern. And like I said earlier, the objective going into that.
Okay. All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me and giving our listeners insight on what's to come with Northeast Jones football. We're going to step away for a moment on NEJ Tiger Talk, and when we return, we'll hear from the Scenic Productions LLC Week 7 Player of the Game, offensive tackle Sam White. Keep it locked.
Southeastern Baptist College, empowering students to reach their spiritual, academic, and athletic potential. Discover the difference at your hometown college. Southeastern Baptist College, equipping the saints.
In the mood for barbecued food? Look no further than Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. The best barbecue you can buy. Smoked pulled pork, rack ribs, chicken, and brisket. Served daily, hot and fresh from the smoker. Other sizzling selections such as gumbos, seafood, soups, and sides. Dine out, take out, and local business delivery. Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. 7 Magnolia Road, Laurel, Mississippi, or give them a call at 601-342-5227. Bootleg Barbecue and Grill. Too good to be legal. Having AC issues? Does your vehicle no longer drive like new? Head on over to Keys Automotive in Laurel. Keys Automotive specializes in repairing foreign and domestic vehicles. Keys Automotive, located at 623 Arco Lane in Laurel, or call Charles Keys at 601-649-0517. 601-649-0517.
This live stream is sponsored in part by Alpha Insurance agent Ben Cole. Ben and his staff at Alpha Insurance in Ellisville is proud to serve Jones County and the Pine Belt area with excellent rates in auto, home, mobile home, business, church, and life insurance. Give Ben and his staff a call today at 601-477-4999 or visit alphainsurance.com/Ben Cole to schedule an appointment. For the best agents in the business, call Alpha Insurance. Ben would like to thank his current customers for trusting him as their agent.
This is Peyton Purdue, linebacker for the Northeast Jones Tigers. Thank you for logging on to this broadcast brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC.
And welcome back to the broadcast brought to you by Scenic Productions LLC. Before the break, we heard from Tiger Head Coach Keith Braddock. Now we turn our attention to the Week 7 player of the game, senior offensive lineman Sam White. Sam, how's it going, man?
It's going well.
That's good, man. Well, it seems like you were able to. Let me ask you, what's it been like for you since you were unable to perform on the field this season?
You know, since I wasn't able to perform on the field, I mean, obviously that was a personal disadvantage for me, but whenever I just sat back and looked at the overall picture, it wasn't all about me. I took into my own self to make it to where I can help other players, you know, even if it's just like getting people lined up in the right spot that another coach just can't see, you know, just simple things. I mean, just simple calls. Since I couldn't play, I took it to myself to do everything to help us succeed on the field.
Yeah, I understand that. And even like during the preseason and during the season, I see you helping some of the younger linemen, you know, understand their assignments. So considering that, is coaching something that you've ever thought about or considered?
Before coming into this season, it never really was. You know, I love football, but I never thought of coaching. But this year has kind of made it to where it's a possibility. You know, all my options are, my thought process keeps myself open to what I want to do going toward the future. I mean, coaching, if the right door opens at the right time, then that's it just all depends on the next 2 years of my life.
Okay, and I understand that. And I look at it as something that's just really beneficial. I mean, some players, some like older coaches, but usually younger coaches is really something that you don't really see on the sidelines during the season. So, I mean, I think when it comes to younger players coaching or, being someone who's beneficial to other players seem to respect those players, not saying more, but they have somewhat of a similar respect for them because just recently they were exactly in the same position. It hadn't been years since they put on the pads or anything. So just seeing you on the sideline in the way that, the players are receptive to your leadership, I think it's something that you should really look into. It's hard to find really good coaches these days. So, just seeing players, just draw to you like that, that's a really good thing to see. So, it surely says something about the type of person you are, and then them seeing you perform on the field doing the same thing yourself. So surely they see you doing a good job, so they're going to definitely just be open and receptive to the advice that you have to give them. Well, you'll be graduating soon, so I mean, what's next for you?
I've applied to Southern and they've accepted me, and I'll probably apply to a couple more colleges. But I'm the type of person, I don't want to go far. 2 hours is the furthest I want to go. I want to be able to come back here and just this is where I want to be when I grow up. So, I mean, Southern, Jones, Cary, I maybe as far as Mississippi State, but I don't want to go out of state to go to college.
Okay, I understand that, and I actually like that mindset. Some players, they graduate and they want to go, so far you have to take a flight just to come home. I don't know. I just never really been okay with it. I don't want to have to take a flight just to come home. But let's just say it's something serious and I have to be home in a matter of hours or so. I don't have to hop on a plane. So it's good that you want to stay home. That's there's nothing wrong with that at all. Well, Coach, you've had the pleasure of coaching and seeing Sam develop and mature, not only as a player but also as a person over the years. So talk about how that experience has been for you.
Well, you can tell by the way he talks, he's a very intelligent young man, and he's one of the ones. He's matured some on the field, but maturity-wise, he's always been a very mature kid. Even he was a ninth grader when he tore his ACL. I know he was going to bounce back. I talked to his mom on the phone and said, "Hey, it's just another obstacle. We're going to get through it." He goes to therapy. Of course, he then starts. Come back and starts as soon as he gets back. But he's, if they were all like Sam, you wouldn't have to have coaches, because he's going to do the right thing. He's going to do the right thing when nobody's looking. And like I mentioned, he's actually a pretty darn good football player. So I hate that he didn't get to play this year, but we, that's something that we talked with him about. And his injury, we wanted him to know that we wanted to do what's best for him as a human being,
right?
Not a Tiger football player. We want to do what's best for you and do the best for your future. And we just collectively thought it was best he didn't play. Of course, we would love for him to have been out there, and he would have loved to have been out there. So, like I said, he just took it on himself to help and coach. But special young man, like I said, and if they were all like him, we probably wouldn't have coaches, So he's going to do well. He's going to do well. Maybe we can get him back here and we can hire him.
Hey, it wouldn't be bad for a first job after high school, huh?
No.
Well, all right. Well, that brings us to the end of our broadcast and concludes NEJ Tiger Talk for the football season. I'd like to thank you, Coach Braddock, and each player who's earned player of the game throughout the season for taking time to speak with me. A huge thank you to William Walker here at Walker's Dairy Bar for welcoming my broadcast every week. Thank you to our sponsors throughout the season. Southeastern Baptist College, Alpha Insurance Agent Ben Cole, Bootleg Barbecue and Grill, Keys Automotive Services, and Kingdom Choice Learning Center. And last, certainly but not least, thank you to our faithful listeners. It's certainly been a blessing connecting with each and every last one of you. And until the next time, I'm the Force Northeast Jones Tigers, Kensley Keys. And Coach, you have something you want to throw in real quick
I just
before we go?
want to tell you thank you. Thank you for what you do and what you do for our kids. To me and you, it may seem like a quick quick lunch date and talk on the radio a little bit. But they look forward to this, and they look forward to seeing you come around. And kids want to see the pictures of themselves and videos, and I just want you to know I appreciate what you do for our kids, and the way you represent your company and all that stuff. We appreciate you being a part of us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach. Coach, and I certainly take pride in it. Like I said, when I was coming through Northeast, we didn't really have anybody doing this type of thing. So,
yeah.
I just took my my degree work and everything that I've tried to build over the years, and just try to give back to the community.
That's
and
great.
I've always wanted to come back and serve Northeast. So I thank you for giving me the opportunity to do it. So I definitely appreciate you, your coaching staff. They for being receptive as well. Your players, but most definitely being open to it. And another thing, just like I say all the time, I commend you and your coaching staff for coaching the way that you do. You and your coaching staff, you guys coach to not just coach football, but you also coach life lessons, and that's something that you really don't see in coaches. They just coach on the football field. Once the game is over, that's it. But also, like after practice, you talk to the kids and give them life lessons. Mm-hmm. That's good stuff that I like to see.
Thank you,
bro. But I thank you guys for that. But again, until next time, I'm the voice of the Northeast Jones Tigers, Kensley Keys, signing off. God bless.
Hey, this is Cody Hyde, safety and fullback for the Northeast Jones Tigers. Thank you for logging on to this broadcast brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC.